It is a bonus episode from your guys at Lights Camera Pop. I'm Rich.
I'm Mike. What's going on?
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the midweek bonus episode. We haven't got to do one of these in a minute. We've been
Or
having
as we
some.
like to refer to it as Slice Camera Pop behind the scenes.
Yeah.
After dark.
After dark, but during the day.
Yeah.
It's funny. So if anybody hears me, and I hope I hope you've listened to Monday's episode with Mark McKenna, comic book illustrator. Oh my god, talk about an amazing guest. But
Yeah, that was a great show.
yes, it was very smooth. But yeah, I hope everybody had got a chance to listen to it yet. And I guess I am still feeling a little bit under the weather. So you're gonna hear it in my voice. I'm gonna sound a little nasally like Janice. I'm not gonna say oh my god though. Uh, but yeah, I'm hopefully on the up and up, but I don't have the body aches. I don't have the fever or anything. I just the coughing and the nasalness is just like rampant. It won't go away. So I have my tea and I have my water, and so we're gonna kind of go from here and see how it goes. What's been up with you, man?
Oh, not much. Like I said, well, when we did the last episode, I did the Pittsburgh comic book show yesterday with Brian,
Mhm.
and before that, me and Brian went out to Cleveland to see Judge last Friday night, and I got Gorilla Biscuits coming up this Sunday. So it's kind of rolling along, kind of enjoying some stuff right now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Gorilla Biscuits is on Sunday, but also isn't the Circle Jerks with them too?
Yes, Gorilla Biscuits, Circle Jerks, and Negative Approach. 3 of my favorite bands.
And next Monday we will be having another guest as well. Actually, a pair of guests. Ooh,
Correct.
I'm really excited about this one too. So I better be better by then. I better be better.
I'm sure you will be.
And if
You
not,
sound, I mean, to be dead honest with you, you don't sound bad at all. Like, you can't really hear, like, the nasally or anything like that. You sound good.
thanks. I appreciate that. You know, the mic can
No
be
problem.
noise canceling for the most part. Until my dogs start to bark, and then all of a sudden it becomes like, oh my god, get a new mic.
So what have you been into?
Yeah, I finally talked about on Monday. We were talking about Daredevil Born Again season 1, and so here's the thing: like, I'm releasing this episode on Wednesday. I say
Okay.
midweek. I'm just giving everybody a little insight to how we do things. Uh, Normally we would record this on a Wednesday, but there was a little scheduling thing with my work this week. So I'm actually off Monday, which made it nice since I was sick over the weekend, and I had 2 consecutive days off in a row. So it kind of made me get a little ahead of the game with it. So I'm working on Wednesday. So I'm going to release this on Wednesday. So anyway, so Monday we were talking about Daredevil Born Again season 1. I was in the midst of watching it for the first time finally, and it was a very challenging watch because it was something that I didn't watch when it aired. So I had to, no, I don't want to say binge it, but being that all the episodes were there at my disposal, it was like I had to kind of watch what I could. And let me tell you, like, I got to, by episode 4, I'm going, this is the biggest slow burn ever. And I got, like, the first episode, amazing. But then it just kind of started to decline, but had potential. And then by episode 5, it was like, oh, okay, I can see this. And then episode 6 hits, and it's like, boom. Um, so I'm finally done with Born Again season 1, which the reason why I was telling you about my job thing, because technically I should have started watching season 2, which started Tuesday, tomorrow. But when this is recording, yesterday. Oh God, I just gave myself a headache like Marty McFly. Good God. I need a flux capacitor just to remember what I just said.
Man, yeah, you kind of like I kind of got lost. I'm like,
Yeah,
all
I
right,
did too.
what day is it? Like,
Shit. But so aside from that, been watching The Pit. We talked a little bit about it before we started recording, but I'm not going to go into it.
Right.
We'll talk about it like at a later time, because you haven't got to watch it yet, and I don't
Yeah, I
think
haven't.
next
I
week
haven't
will
got to
be
watch it yet.
I don't think next week will be unless for some reason with our guest it comes up. I don't think it'll be a topic that we touch on next week. Uh,
Probably not.
but it's getting pretty intense. It's on episode 11 now, so I'm thinking it's only got like four or five more episodes to go.
I think
Um,
isn't it any 12 hours?
15, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But aside from that, yeah, I haven't really done too much of it. I threw on an episode of Full House, like the very first, the pilot episode, and oh my goodness, it is like night and day from what it turned into. Um, the core values of it was still there, but it was like a totally different episode. Really enjoyed it though. Really enjoyed it. I have a feeling this could be my next rewatch of TV series.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. I always did like Full House when it aired, but kind of like as you get older, it's like not cool to like Full House or anything like that. And then when Fuller House came out on Netflix, then it was like, oh, it's cool again. But then it died off, and but yeah, I really really enjoyed it. So I think that this is going to be my next rewatch.
My friend Christina loved Full House. Oh
Really?
my God. Yeah, that was her jam. like, like absolutely love Full House. To be honest with you, I don't even know I okay, yeah, I started rewatching the Grand Tour. Um so and I love that. Like I love the Grand Tour.
Hmm.
It's so much fun. If you don't know what the Grand Tour is, it's the guys from Top Gear, the real Top Gear, the English Top Gear.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to back up a little bit. If you don't know what Top Gear is an English TV show about cars. It's done by three, middle-aged gentlemen that just love cars, and they would do all this cool stuff, take cars to tracks, this, that, the other. But it was never a car show like an American car show where they're like, "Today we're going to talk about, the displacement of a V8." No, they didn't do this. They would torture each other, drive cool cars, go to these weird places. They would just it was insane. And even if you hated cars, knew nothing about cars, it was still hysterical and fun
Hmm.
to watch. No matter what episode it was always like you would laugh your ass off at just the stuff that they would do. Like, sometimes they would make them take these cheap cars and just like go off-roading in like the most insane stuff. Or they would one of them they strapped a rocket to it and shot it down a ski jump.
Oh wow.
Um, yeah, I like it's just like you name it, they've done it. They've made cars float, they've sank cars, um they took they took trucks like 18 wheelers and they would race them on tracks.
Oh
Like
wow.
you name it, it's done and it's funny. One of my favorite episodes is the truck one where they took three each guy had a truck and they had a load in the back and they had to get from one place to another. All right.
Okay.
And now, mind you, these guys are not truck drivers. They know how to drive cars and trucks, but they are not truck drivers or anything like that. They're not professional race car drivers or anything. But long story short, like the one guy's driving a truck and he has this huge birthday cake in it. All right. Another guy has a car in the back of it, lightly strapped down, and another guy is carrying hay, and there's a torpedo heater inside it as well.
Oh my
So
god.
yeah, so the one guy loses the car and it rolls down over a cliff. James May, when he pulls up, they call him Captain Slow because he's always drives real slow. So when Captain Slow pulls up, he's the one that won the race. He pulls up and the cake is just all over the back of the truck. It just got destroyed everywhere. Um, then Hammond opens up the back of his the back of his truck, and the car's gone because it rolled out and fell over a cliff.
Oh my
And then
God.
Jeremy Clarkson comes running up, and his truck is literally on fire.
It like
Like
sounds like
it's
Jackass, but with cars.
oh yeah, it's so like go back if just go to YouTube one day and just type in and just watch just a couple of little snippets of it. You will die laughing. Just the stuff that they do and say to each other and torture each other and everything like that. It's fantastic. Now the Grand Tour, like Jeremy Clarkson got fired from Top Gear
Okay.
and for things, and so they killed the show. They killed Top Gear. And at one point in time, Top Gear was like probably the biggest show on the BBC, and at one point in time, the biggest show in the world. All
Whoa.
right, massive show. So anyway, Hulu picked them up, and Prime picked them up and gave them a new show. And they modeled it after Top Gear, but they called it the Grand Tour.
Okay.
Check it out. It's really good. It's like Top Gear. In all honesty, Top Gear is a 10 out of 10, and this is probably a 9 out of 10. It still has the magic, but for some reason, the way they filmed Top Gear and the way they did Top Gear was just a tiny bit better. They had a professional race car driver who no one ever knew. The joke was never knew who he was, and for years, no one did know who he was. They just called him the Stig, and they treated him like a robot. And it's I'm not doing it justice by the
Excuse me.
way I'm
Sorry.
talking about it. Like you just have to watch it. It's just really, really hysterical. But another great episode is they took the Top Gear English guys, and because there's a Top Gear in Germany, there was a Top Gear in Australia, there was a Top Gear here in the United States that was on History Channel. Then there was the English
I
Top
was gonna
Gear,
say
the English Top Gear.
I
What
think
was that?
rewind that. I think that the one that I remember was the one that was on History Channel.
Okay, yeah, like that was a good one, but it wasn't. It was not Top Gear. Trust me, it was not Top Gear. You have to watch the original.
Okay.
But so they took the guys from Germany and the original Top Gear guys. So they had Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, and the main guys from England, and they gave them all English cars, and then the Germans had all German cars. Okay, and they were on a racetrack and they were racing, but the kicker was the English cars. Well, each car had. All right, close your eyes and kind of picture this. They had they had the car that was driving was you know on on the track. Then they had welded to the roof of the car another car. Okay, so the person that was on the bottom car controlled the brakes and the gas, and the person on the top steered.
Oh dear God.
Yeah. So and they raced, and then they did the same thing, but for the guys in Australia. But so the car, since Australia is on the bottom of the world, what did they do? They took the car that was on top and put it upside down, and
Oh
they
dear
still had to
Lord.
steer upside down.
Oh, that sounds so fun.
Oh my God, it was amazing. It was just absolutely amazing. Like I said, like you just gotta watch it. It's so funny. It's um the stuff that they would say and just do to each other. It's chef's kiss. It's a perfect show. Um Amy can care less about cars, but she likes it. And she'll sit and watch it with me, and she'll just laugh and laugh and laugh.
Okay.
Um and Oh man. One time they came to the United States and they were in like Louisiana. So they made them spray paint stuff on each other's cars. So mind you, this was a few years ago. So they had like NASCAR sucks, like spray painted on each other's car. Um, Hillary Clinton for president. Now mind you, like this is like redneck conservative. You know what I mean? Like all this. And so like and they'll get like these challenges. So they'll sit there and like, okay, the producers give us a challenge. They'll have to read it. And they're like, you are now in the heart of Dixie, USA. You have to go and write very offensive slogans on each other's cars. They're like, more points if you get your opponent killed.
Oh, jeez, oh whiz.
Oh, and they literally had to they had to pull over and wash their cars because people were chasing them, throwing rocks and wanting to shoot them. Like, and it wasn't a joke. Like, a bunch of rednecks down in like down south wanted to literally kill them. They were driving from Florida to New Orleans, and they only got like $500 to buy a car that could make it from Florida to New Orleans.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
oh yeah, and they're it's fantastic. Just watch an episode. So yeah, I've been re-binging. At least I've been re-binging Top Gear and what's it called? Oh my God, it's completely left my head. I said it 1,000 times. I'm still tired, as you can tell.
It's okay. You had a long week.
I have, man. I had a long weekend, and like whatever.
Right. So I tell you who has not had a long week.
Who's that?
The Grim Reaper.
No, holy cow,
Like,
man! He's been working
busy.
overtime.
Like 2 in one day. And it's just been like nonstop. So if anybody lives under a rock, first and foremost, Chuck Norris had died.
Yes,
That's like insane to me.
most of us didn't think that was even possible.
Well, from what I understand, you know, Chuck Norris is so badass that he read his own eulogy at his funeral. So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if this is true, but I think the accusations could be held accountable.
I mean, that one, I was like floored when I saw that. Now, I didn't even know he was in like bad health or anything like that. But I mean, he was 86?
86.
Yes, I mean, of course you're going to be. He's up there. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
You know.
But he didn't look 86, not at all.
No, he didn't.
And you know what's funny is, and I hate to bring this up, but you know, I have no misconceptions about me, and you know, I don't try to pretend that like I'm like a super fan or anything like that when it comes to these kind of things. But the funny thing is, I have never once watched a single movie of Chuck Norris's.
That's just shook. That floored me when you told me that the other day.
So, I've known his movies. I've known his career. Missing in Action, the
Delta Force,
Sidekicks. Like, I didn't even watch Sidekicks. I couldn't even tell you the names of the movies that he did with Bruce Lee. But yeah, I was never like one of those where diehard Chuck Norris fans, but I always knew who he was. And I don't know if it was just like at the time when his movies were huge, like it just wasn't my cup of tea, and you don't appreciate those things back in the day. But and even with Walker Texas Ranger, I may have only watched a handful of episodes with my cousin and her husband.
Well, you know, I come from a martial arts and fighting background.
Yeah.
So yeah, like he's always been. I've always had the utmost respect for him. I mean, like he had a black belt in Taekwondo. He was a judo practitioner. He was a BJJ practitioner. He was a cross trainer. He was a person that wasn't at the time that martial arts was like when he was really doing martial arts. It was like only a one style. Most people were just like a one style type of a fighter or or martial artists. Like they would say, like I only study XYZ, and that's the best, and I'm the best, and I could kill anybody with it. And it really wasn't until like mixed martial arts came around and said, no, you kind of need like a good ground game, you kind of need a good, striking game. So I know I'm getting off into the weeds, but he was a person that was, there's not one style that's the best. All styles are great. All styles have their ups, all styles have their downs. Train as much as you can and as varied as you can. He never was. So that's why I've always loved him, because he was a consummate fighter. He was never like he would never say he was like a grand master or the best, because you're always learning, you're always evolving, you're always doing it. And he was always trying to tell people that. And he's always like, your style's not the best, my style's not the best, no style is the best. Get out there and learn as much as you can.
Right.
And then don't get caught up in the whole belt situation, don't get caught up in the whole, you know one style is better than the other. Just respect each style and respect each other. And I always loved him for that. So yeah, he's always been on my radar. Not even as really much as like I've watched Delta Force, I've watched Sidekicks, I've watched all those different movies back then. But for me, he was just more of the man than the martial artist in the man than the man on the silver screen.
For sure.
That makes sense.
Yes, absolutely it does. When I was getting ready to go to bed that night, though, I just happened to get a text message from you, and it was the same night, same damn night. I look at it, and I couldn't even respond because I was too out of it. But here, Nicholas Brendan from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yep.
Then he passed. Now
he was only 54.
He was young. 54 years old. And then they said that he died in his sleep of natural causes. And that kind of like, that almost like makes me question things, because like, I feel like he, I'm just wondering if they're going to do a toxicology report. Let's put it that way. I'm like so concerned, which I have no stake in the game, but I feel like there could be something underlying to this.
Well, apparently he had some medical issues, and I know he kind of had some other issues, we'll say. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because I don't want to sully anyone's name.
No, not at all.
But apparently he had some entanglements, we'll say. I don't know if he ever like got over them, or if he was just able to tame them. You know what I mean? But I know he gained a lot of weight, and I know he really wasn't in the best health, if you will. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I mean? And let's face it, if you live a hard life, it kind of does catch up with you at some point in time.
For sure.
But 54 is just young. I mean, like, I got that text when I texted you that. Amy texted me that. I was waiting, like the last band. We were in Cleveland. That was the night of the Judge show. I was at the Grog Shop, which is the club that we were at, and I'm standing there, and the third band just ended, and we were waiting for Judge, and it was like we're probably like moments away for Judge, and my phone vibrated, and I looked down, I saw it was Ames, so I looked at it, and she said, "Oh my God, another one," and it was the thing I sent you, the picture of him and everything like that, and I was like, "Oh my God!" So I sent it immediately to you, And then Brian was standing next to me, so I tapped him on the shoulder and I showed him the phone, and he was like, "Oh my god," you know.
Yeah, that was, and so this is where I'm gonna say that for me, that one hit a little harder than the Nick or than the Chuck Norris one.
Yeah,
Um,
I can see why, you know.
excuse me.
I can
Um,
see why. You grew up more with like Buffy, and then when he was on Criminal Minds for a short period of time, he was Penelope's boyfriend on Criminal Minds for a while.
yeah, yeah. And it just it's so mind blowing that we're losing all these people. And
Well, Sam Keith passed away.
Sam Keith, he was the creator of the Max
Yes.
for
Also, he did
Image.
stuff with like Sandman and different things like that as well. He was 62, 63.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Again, all these people and such a young life.
Right?
Um, but then yesterday, I don't know if you saw this or not. And I now I have to bring her up because I can't remember her name, but she was in Carrie Ann Fleming. She was in Happy Gilmore. She was in
Yeah.
Supernatural. She died
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah. I didn't I didn't know that she passed away.
It literally just broke yesterday.
Holy cow.
So yeah, it's so crazy.
Well, I told you my theory. I don't want to get into it, but I told you my theory.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and I kind of like I can see where you're coming from with it. Um, I think that it is very interesting to see all these things happening. I the only one that I question is like the whole Nicholas Brendon, because I found it weird that he was. This just came on the heels of them canceling the Buffy TV series, the reboot.
Right.
Now I don't know if maybe he was going to be involved in it at all. Um, but I just know that it just seems weird that of all the times this happens is like once they cancel this.
I'm like Catherine O'Hare. Like it's just insane. Like how many people? Chuck Norris, Neil Sedaka died this year.
Yeah, it just I I don't know what's going on. Like,
The singer of Three Doors Down died. You know.
oh, that one. Yeah, we kind of missed that one. I think it was just because, again, we had like guests, and we don't really like to bring up the down stuff whenever we have guests on.
Right.
But wow, it really has. It's been a year. It's
Tommy
been a year.
DeClaro, the singer for Boston, died.
Yeah, like holy shit. Oh, sorry.
I'm looking at the 2026 deaths right now. Just like Bob Weir.
Bob Weir.
Yeah, he was a musician,
Oh,
and
okay.
he did a lot of stuff in the 60s and 70s.
Oh, okay.
Kiki Shepard.
It's like of all the ones so far this year, what has been the one that was the most shocking?
To be honest with you, Catherine O'Hare and Nicholas Brennan were the two most shocking to me.
Yeah, I have to agree. Catherine O'Hara was the one that just kind of was like, what? Like
I
nobody
mean,
would have expected that.
like like Chuck was a shock to me, but I mean, he was 86. You know what I mean? So it was like a shock that he died. That it was a shock that he could die.
Oh, okay.
But
So
like, but it wasn't. But I could see it happening. But Catherine O'Hare, that just like came out of nowhere. Even if she was 71, but still, like that was just like, what the no, Sally can't die.
Right.
You know,
So also I did what you did, and I brought up some stuff. And yeah, so we glazed over a couple other ones too. I can't remember if we talked about this one or not, but James Vanderbeek.
yeah, that one shocked me. I didn't. I knew he was sick, but I didn't know the extent of his illness.
Right.
Robert Duvall.
Yes, that was gonna be my next one. Robert Duvall. Wow, what a career! What
Yeah.
an amazing career he's had. I'm just
Holy
curious.
cow.
I'm going up here. I'm gonna type in Robert
Scott
Duvall.
Adams, the creator of Dilbert, he passed away too.
Yeah, I saw that, and Eric Dane from Grey's Anatomy. And
Oh yeah,
he
yeah,
went
yeah.
on net. Oh, dude, did you happen to catch that Netflix eulogy
No, I
that he kind of
haven't.
gave himself?
I haven't.
Oh, like if you're ever in a need to feel like you have to cry for a minute, turn that on because it is very moving, touching, and heartbreaking.
Because he was only 53.
Yeah.
Eric Dane.
Yeah. So I back to Robert Duvall though. He has had, you ready for this? 396 acting credits.
Holy shit! Oh, he's 95.
Yeah. Like that's insane right there. And I don't remember him being in Jack Reacher. I don't know why. I was like going through the filmography. I always remember him from Four Christmases. As
the Four Christmas episodes, the part was the best.
Yeah.
When he's like, I don't want any strangers going through my underwear drawer. I'm gonna go through this real quick. Okay. Nicholas Brennan, 55.
Mm-hmm.
Tom DeClaro, 60, lead singer for Boston. Annabelle Schofield, former Miss Dallas. She was 62. Bob Weir, 78. Kiki Shepard, 74. He was known for the show for the hosting Showtime at the Apollo. Valentina Giovanni, she was that was 90. He was 93. Fashion designer.
Okay.
Scott Adams. Robert Duvall, James Vanderbeek, Brad Arnold, Eric Dane, Catherine O'Hare, Neil Sedaka, and Chuck Norris.
And I don't know, like, if any of these count as celebrities, but let's face it, we've already learned that, we've already discussed that some political stuff has deemed pop culture.
Oh yeah,
but
if you know who they are, then they're a celebrity.
And the funny thing is, I can't remember his name, but the former head of the FBI. He had just died the other day.
Yep, James Comey.
Thank you. Yes, and then this just came out today, and again, this is so off of our radar, but it's worth mentioning, I guess. But the owner of OnlyFans, he died.
No way.
Swear. And I think he was only like 30 some.
I'm gonna say that's probably drugs.
It would have to be.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's probably drugs.
I mean, I'm just gonna kind of bring up because I can't remember his name. Not that OnlyFans owner, he was 43.
Oh, Robert Mueller was the one that passed away. That was the former FBI director. Yeah, I mean, like.
So the owner of OnlyFans had cancer. So. So yeah, I guess it kind of was drugs, just like chemo.
Right.
But no, I'm sorry, I'm not making a joke. So please don't come at me, guys. I've had people in my family I've had people in my family lose their battle with cancer. So I feel like in those aspects, humor is the best way to kind of like deal with those kind of
I lo-
things. So
I lost my dad to cancer.
so yeah, if anybody out there is like, oh my god, why'd you say that? Get a microphone and tell me about it. But you can't use mine, and that's just
Right.
because I'm coughing on it. Excuse me. But yeah, it's just so wild, and it's only March.
Jesse Jackson was another one.
Yeah, listen, did you see? There was a picture that was released, and I meant to talk about this before. There was a picture of him that was released, and it was younger days, where he still looked older, but it was from his younger days, and I swear he looked like Will Smith in the Pursuit of Happiness movie when he played that character of Chris Gardner.
I believe it.
It was like so uncanny, and I had to look like, oh my god, if they ever make a movie about Jesse Jackson's life, Will Smith needs to play him.
I sent you the picture, didn't I?
Of
Of
oh
me.
yes,
Of
you
me.
did. That would just kind of blew my mind. I was like, what the shit?
For those of you who are wondering, there's a picture of me and Amber, um, with sitting on a couch with Jesse Jackson's arms around both of us.
Which is just it's so funny. Like, and it's the
Because
most
yes, I got to
random
meet Jesse
thing.
Jackson.
That's the most random thing. Like when you texted me and said, "Hey, Jesse Jackson died," and then you followed it with a picture of you and him together. I'm like, all right, this is AI. This is photoshopped.
You actually asked me like, is that AI? I'm like, no, that's an actual Polaroid picture.
That was hilarious. Oh
Yeah,
my,
I'm looking right at it now.
that's so funny. But moving on,
Yes.
moving on. You know, big bucket of win to these guys. Although I do want to ask though, just I keep going back to Robert Duvall because like I feel like he's never gonna have like the. So I feel like, and I'm gonna do a weird comparison of Chuck Norris and Robert Duvall. Okay, Chuck Norris is going to go down in legend of his name. Everyone to
Oh
this
yeah.
day is going to know who Chuck Norris is without ever having to watch a movie of his. Robert Duvall, everyone's going to know who he is by the roles he's played in films. And because he has had obviously almost 400 roles, and there's going to be something that's going to stick out to somebody. And for me, two of my favorite, like, well, I'll say three, because there's Dazed, not Dazed and Confused, although that would have been really funny. Days of Thunder. Uh, Days of Thunder, when he played the manager, or his Cole's pit manager, Tom Cruise. There was
Yeah.
that one. Gone in 60 Seconds. His role in that was phenomenal. But another one where he wasn't really the star, but I think he was like, I would like to say he was the leading, the second leading actor in this movie, is his role in John Q with Denzel Washington.
Okay. With Denzel.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Like that is one of those movies that is just absolutely amazing. And the way he is in there, and like he's just been an actor. He's a
Oh
character
yeah.
actor, just absolutely phenomenal. Secondhand Lions with him, Haley Joel Osment, and Michael Caine is another one that's just absolutely phenomenal.
The best part of that movie is the fight scene.
The bar scene, yes,
Yep.
yes. He's just like the speech he gives about loving only one woman and stuff like it's just it hooks you right away.
I've killed many men on 3 continents. I took men into battle, blah blah blah. And I've only loved one woman with all my heart. Something that you'll never know. It's like, use that knife. You're going to need all the help you can get.
That is amazing. So funny. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I apologize for the sporadic, like, I don't know if you guys can hear the muting at all, but yeah, I've been muting quite a bit.
Oh, you're good.
But
I haven't even noticed.
so yeah, moving away from the death and
Yeah.
stuff, big bucket of win to these guys, huge cauldron of win to these guys, because like they will forever go down in history, and they had secured their spot in
Oh, definitely.
pop culture legacy, if you will.
In the in the ethos of history.
Yes.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely. And they're, I mean, and all rightfully deserved too.
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Um,
Yeah, all rightfully deserved.
but so what
That's
what else has been going on with you today? You got any plans this week?
uh this week, like I said, I really got to get some stuff going on. I'll be doing a lot of like computer work type of stuff with things here. I got to rebag and board a bunch of stuff. I got to get some stuff up to my antique shop. Um, just a lot of busy work, and
Mm-hmm.
then, like I said, going to see Gorilla Biscuits and Circle Jerks on Sunday. Um, and try to get this house in order too, because we'll be getting it up on the actual factual market, uh, hopefully within the next 2 weeks or so. And then I got to get my office that I have down here moved over to the other house.
Ah,
Um,
gotcha.
yeah, so I can yeah record and film and do everything like that from there. And that's the plan. And then hopefully get everything ready so I can get the other podcast launched.
There you go.
And the one I've been kind of teasing everybody with.
Yeah.
So, because
Uh,
like I know I wanted to have it out at least 2 months ago. Really, I wanted to have it out at the very beginning of this year, but just like I said, just things went into such flux
yeah.
that I had to like push that even further off on the backboard. But I'll get there. Hopefully it'll be up soon. Like, to be honest with you, I'm kind of shooting towards summer now. To be honest with you,
Okay.
just because then I know I should have this place buttoned up and either sold or rented, depending on which way the winds blow. Um, I will have my office at the other house completely set up and running. Um, and I'll have all my where all bees done, all the shows and cons and stuff like that, set up and marked down. So
Right.
it's just a lot. It's just so much shit's in the air right now with me, and I have so much plans to do stuff too
Mm-hmm.
that it's just hard to get things done.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Um, also, before we head out,
Mhm.
I wanted to talk about this casting. First of all, they just released today. Well, again, this is some Back to the Future stuff. They released it today, which is Monday, but this is coming out Wednesday, so they released it 2 days ago. Um, they released a first image of what The Rock is going to look like in the Moana quote unquote live action movie, and I feel like Shark Tank and say, for those reasons, I'm out. Um, I hope it does well. I know Lilo and Stitch did well, so well that it got announced for a second movie. But this Moana live action was not necessarily needed, and I don't know. I'm just not looking forward to it. But I wanted to mention about the live action Scooby Doo cast series, the series for the new series coming out for Netflix. Have you seen
Okay.
any of this yet?
No.
Okay, so first and foremost, the first one that was announced was McKenna Grace.
Okay.
McKenna Grace has like been a phenom right now. Like she's on fire. She started out when she was in oh god, she was in Young Sheldon. She was in I can't remember Gifted. I think with Chris Evans, where she had like she was like Rain Girl,
Okay.
where she could just do math like there's nobody's business. She was just recently seen in Scream 7. But yeah, she's been on fire lately. Oh, and most notably, I think if anybody gets the new Ghostbusters series, Frozen Empire, and Afterlife, she played
Hmm.
Phoebe. She was Egon's granddaughter. Well,
Okay.
she has been cast as Daphne.
All right.
Um, yeah, I can see it. I'm cool with this. Maxwell Jenkins, who has been in I'm going through his credits. He was in Reacher, like 6 episodes. He played a young Jack Reacher. He was in Lost in Space, Chicago Med, Joe Bell, A Family Man, Pop Star, Never Stop, Never Stopping. Um, and he is going to be Fred.
Okay.
And what is her name? Abby Ryder Fortson. So she has been in, and I'm gonna just. Have you ever heard of the? It was a pretty big popular movie called "Are You There, God?" It's
Yes,
me.
I've heard of it. I've never seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, she was in that. She was in the first season of The Pit. Uh, she was um, she was the pregnant girl whose aunt brought her in posing as her mother to get an abortion.
Get an abortion.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, uh, can you refresh my memory real quick? Just a quick little tangent. On that episode, did her mom ever give in to letting her have the abortion, or did they just kind of end it to where she went off into the sunset and nothing was ever brought up again? Because her mom was
I
actually against it.
I think they alluded to the fact that her mom was coming around. It was like one of those like we don't know if she said yes, we don't know if she said no
Okay.
type of deal. It was like if I remember correctly, it was like she could have said, "All right, let's do it," or she could have said, "Get in the car." You know
Okay.
what I
So
mean?
here's my prediction. What if in season 2, Baby Jane Doe is hers?
Ooh.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, I wonder, and I couldn't remember if she had the abortion or not. But anyway, but also this Abby Ryder Fortson can be also seen as Cassie in Ant-Man and Ant-Man and the Wasp. She played
Oh,
Paul
okay.
Rudd's daughter. And so she is going to be Velma. I am all for this. I think she's a terrific actress. So I saved this one for last because I think playing Shaggy is something that I think it's something that everybody he has like a standard that he has to be. So I'm just curious to know. But he was in. His name is Tanner Hagen, and he's playing Shaggy. He was in the. I can't remember which. He was in the 5th episode of The Pit. These Pit actors, man, they're getting their way around. I've noticed in Daredevil Born Again, uh, Nurse Dana's in it. There is a guy from last week's episode in it. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yeah,
Um, and then looking here, like he really doesn't have a lot of credits that we would know. He has been in stuff like Very Prosperous Men, Wait to Tell Your Mother, Be Careful What You Say. I've never heard of any of these series, so maybe this will bode in his favor that he is a lesser known actor. But there you have it. That is the Netflix cast of the live action Scooby Doo Origins. And on that note, I think we're going to wrap it up. And I'm going to go do some self care.
There you go.
That sounds bad.
Yeah, it did.
I said self care, not self love.
You say potato, I say potato.
Fair enough.
Yeah, man, go get some rest, man. It's your day off.
And if nobody has got a chance to go back, listen to our episode 41 with Mark McKenna. He has done some amazing artwork over the course of the years. Check out his website, Mark McKenna. Jeez, oh whiz. Like, I hope he doesn't turn this on and be like, well, these guys butchered me.
Yeah, he is a goat, man. He's one of the greatest of all times when it comes to the art and everything. Go check him out.
Mark McKenna
Listen to the show. And he was a sweetheart, and it was an absolute gem to have on the show.
Yeah, and tune in and listen to us talk about Bath and Body Works' new cologne scents of old comic book smells.
Right. Yeah. I can't wait for that.
That's absolutely hysterical. But on that note, everybody, I hope you guys are having a good week. And reach out to us at lightscamerapod@outlook.com, which is very sad, and I ain't going to lie. It's going to sound desperate and beggy, but nobody has ever emailed us. But it's okay. I know you guys love us. And we are hoping to hear from you. You can check us out on Facebook, Lights Camera Pop, Lights Camera Pop Pod on Instagram. And Mike?
You always find me on Instagram over there at Nomad _ comics and collectibles. You could always find me over on TikTok as well at Nomad Comics or Punk Rock Mike on Instagram.
And on that note, everybody, thanks for getting your geek on with us on this Wednesday, and have a great day.